Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode. Today we're looking at 1969 Jaguar E-Type Series 2. The production of this vehicle, there's been 8,600 Series 2 Roadsters made. The original price on this Jag was $4,500. To buy one now, you're looking at over $100,000. This one here was appraised at $120,000. A history about this car is the production dates was from 1961 to 1975. This is an iconic Jag. And why is it a collectible? There's three reasons we're going to look at. This thing simply has appreciated in value. It's also highly desirable and limited production. It was only in running for a short few years, and here we have something that is absolutely gorgeous. All right, now let's take a look at the engine that came in this car. It's a 4.2 liter inline six. Stock, this car produced 246 horsepower and 263 pounds-feet of torque. The transmission that came in this car was a 4-speed manual. There has been changes to it. They have swapped in a Tremec 5-speed manual transmission. Now let's take a look at some unique changes from the Series 1 to this version, Series 2. Well, now we are inside this Jag. The moment you get in this car, you feel like you go back in time. I really do. Just looking at it, it's just, imagine that you were buying this car in 1969. You were the shit. Let's be honest. This is a cool car. Everything from how the gauges are laid out, the visibility, seeing that big hump in the hood, it is awesome. Gear shifter, the premium leather. I don't know how I'd fit in here with the convertible, but I think I might just fit. But with the top down, it's got a lot of room. It's nice and comfortable. The pedals are a little close together, but that's something that you would definitely get used to. I'm lost for words sitting in this thing. It's amazing. Hey everyone, if you think you have a car that would be great for our channel, shoot me an email at mike@driveforcancer.ca. If you like what you've seen today in this video, make sure you drop a like, a comment, and you subscribe to the channel for all our future content. We'll see you next episode. You know, what's going on, man?
How's it going?
Thanks for bringing this
awesome
my
69
pleasure. E-Type. I love it every time I see it.
Thank you.
So I gotta ask you, why did you buy this car?
Well, I've been a British car freak for many years. When I was 16, I bought my 1969 Triumph Spitfire, and I fell in love with British cars after that. So I finally had enough. I was at a stage in my life where I could buy this beauty, and I did about 4 years ago. Yeah.
Okay, so you've had this car for 4 years.
Yep.
Now the real question: would you ever sell it?
Yeah, this car never. Yeah, I would never sell this car. This car's got everything I ever wanted in the car, and you know, there's certain times you buy something and you're like, oh, I wish I bought this model, or I did this, or I got that. It's not the case with this car.
This ain't going anywhere, though.
No, it's not.
Amazing.
No.
How far have you driven this car?
Last year we drove about 8,000 miles. This year, well, last week I drove about 700 miles. So I drive it as much as I possibly can.
Beauty. So I know that this car comes carbureted. It's not anymore. So can we tell our viewers what kind of modifications we have to actually make this car drive and be as reliable as it is now?
Yeah. So we redid the motor and put lots of horsepower into it by doing some work to the head. And putting some big cams in there. I didn't want the whole carburation thing with the SUs or the Strombergs or even putting Webers on. So I decided to go the fuel injection route. So I bought a kit from the Emerald 3D back down in the UK. It's a Mangaletzi intake manifold with 3 throttle bodies, Gen V throttle bodies, and the ICUs tucked away in the interior. You know, we set the curves on test drives and everything runs perfectly. She starts great and she drives very smooth.
Right, so obviously the rims as well, those are beauties.
Yeah, we did, we put 16-inch rims and tires on it. that are about 6 inches, 7 inches deep. So stock, I think they were 15 by 5.5, I think, something like that. Yeah. So this
small.
is yeah. So there's a lot more rubber to hold the power on the car.
Right. Absolutely. Well, beautiful.
Yeah,
so, what is your favorite design about this car? I know there's so many. When you stand back and look at this car, you can just say everything about it. But let's break it down to a few things here.
Okay, it'd have to be the two things would be the bonnet. It's such a masterpiece. Like it's got great curves.
Yep.
It's very aerodynamic, and it's just beautiful. It's what sets this car apart from every other car in the '60s. And it's got a cute little ass. Like it all kind of ties up into this small little bum in the back. You know what I mean? And
Oh, it's perfect.
And she drives it great. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, besides the design, let's talk about the characteristics of the car, how it handles, drives. What is your favorite thing about the car?
I love the sound of the 4.2 liter engine. You know, that 6-cylinder engine is just has an amazing tone. I love driving top down. Top down is pretty much all the time. And other characteristics, I don't know, the handling is great. You know, she hugs corners, and the speed is fantastic. You know, it's a car that's over 50 years old right now, and it's you know, it drives like a newer car. Like you could take it up to high speeds on the highway, and you're totally fine. You're not worried about a tire falling off or you know, not being stable on the highway. You feel totally comfortable with this car.
Well, you're saying it drives so well. I think we're out of time today, but I think we're gonna have to make another episode of cruising this, getting some attention, seeing how it drives. Would you say
Awesome,
that?
perfect. Yes.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
We'll make that for another episode, and I appreciate you coming out.
Anytime, anytime.
Thanks, Dino.
You got it.